Let's take a look at some of the superlatives from draft prospects. Defensive line we're going to hit here. These are from Pro Football Focus. So where edge rushers are concerned, most versatile, they say Josh Pascal from Kentucky. And you see the rationale there, and 1.62 10-yard split, pretty good. 30 reps on 225 at the bench press. So that'll give you some strength and some speed and quickness interior. And then the best get-off in that thing is Nick Benito from Oklahoma. Twitchy, undersized rusher. You see his 1.53 10-second split, and again, that's pretty good off the line of scrimmage. If we look at tackles, best hands, they go to Travis Jones, Connecticut. That's a guy that has been linked to the Browns some, and you see his pass rushing grade the week of the Senior Bowl was pretty good as well. And then the most versatile, it's also Travis Jones. All right, when you look at those, does Travis Jones, and you see the size, 325, and again, 4.92 for a guy that big, ain't bad. The 3-cone 733 is pretty darn good as well. You and I were talking before the show started. Traylon Burks, the wide receiver that we kind of like, ran a 7.28. So that'll tell you how good that 3-cone is for Travis Jones. If those guys, all three of those guys, if they're available there at 44, and there's a lot of projections that say they would be, which one makes the most sense for the Browns, do you think?
I feel like between those three guys in particular, the pick for me would be Travis Jones. I know he's not the type of defensive tackle that Andrew Berry has taken when you compare him to guys like Jordan Elliott, Tommy Togiai. Those guys are, just kind of more, they're more gap penetrators and that type of defensive tackle. I think Travis Jones, I look at him, he's pretty much your typical nose tackle type who's just going to plug the middle, try and take up multiple blockers, maybe free things up for your linebackers, make sure that they can, fly around and run down situations. He's not a guy that right now I think you could have out there consistently in pass rush situations, but I think if you're drafting, you're not looking for him to be a pass rusher. You're looking for him, a guy who's just going to stop the run and free everything up for the guys around him. And, that's got value, I think, particularly for teams that run the 3-4 base scheme that need a nose tackle. I don't know if he's that necessarily big for that, but in a 4-3 scheme, when you need two defensive tackles, maybe he could be a good fit, complement Jordan Elliott or Tommy Togiai, because neither one of them really has the size that Travis Jones has. And, I mean, the fact that he really has been a big winner in this pre-draft process. What he did at the Senior Bowl, following up with a pretty good combine, it's a very reasonable possibility for him to be an option at 44. I look at Pascal being a third-round option, maybe Nick Benito late in the second round. The Browns wanted to trade up or trade down, trade up from 78, trade down from 44 to make a move for him. He's more of a finesse guy than kind of a power guy that you see out of Josh Pascal.